For years, the AI industry has been obsessed with size. Bigger models, bigger data, bigger compute. But now, a shift is happening. And it's massive. The next phase of the AI boom isn't about scale. It's about efficiency. The world's biggest tech companies are realizing that building trillion-parameter models might not be the smartest way forward. Instead, they're racing to create smaller, faster, and more specialized systems that can do more with less. This is the new frontier, the AI efficiency race, and it's quietly redefining how businesses build, deploy, and profit from artificial intelligence. The story starts with a problem: cost. Training one large AI model, like GPT, Gemini, or Claude, can cost hundreds of millions of dollars. It requires massive data centers, energy-hungry GPUs, and electricity usage that rivals small nations. And while those models are astonishingly powerful, they're also incredibly inefficient. So, tech leaders are asking a new question. Do we really need bigger models, or do we need smarter ones? This year, that question has turned into a full-blown movement across Silicon Valley. OpenAI is working on smaller, optimized versions of GPT that can run on local devices. Google's Gemini Nano can already operate offline on Android phones. Meta is developing modular AI models that specialize in specific tasks instead of doing everything at once. And Apple, as always, is taking a different route, integrating lightweight, on-device AI systems that don't need the cloud at all. The message is clear. The future of AI isn't about who can build the biggest brain. It's about who can make it run the smartest. Behind the scenes, this shift is happening for one simple reason. The economics of AI are unsustainable. Every new generation of large models demands exponentially more power, data, and infrastructure. But the performance gains are starting to plateau. In other words, each new model costs dramatically more, but delivers only slightly better results. That's why even companies like NVIDIA, who sell the hardware that fuels the AI boom, are investing in efficiency research. From energy-optimized chips to better cooling systems, the race for size is giving way to a race for optimization. And it's not just big tech making this pivot. Startups are leading the charge with smaller, specialized models trained for specific industries: finance, logistics, medicine, and law. Instead of being generalists, these AIs are becoming experts, and they're proving that smarter specialization can outperform brute force computation. For businesses, this shift changes everything. Until now, adopting AI often meant partnering with massive cloud providers and paying steep monthly fees for access to large models. But with smaller, more efficient systems emerging, companies can now own their AI, host it locally, protect their data, and drastically cut costs. Think about that. A mid-sized logistics firm can now run its own AI routing system without sending data to the cloud. A hospital can deploy AI diagnostics on local servers, keeping patient information secure. Even retail stores can use lightweight models to predict inventory or optimize staffing in real time. The democratization of efficiency is about to unlock AI for millions of smaller businesses that were previously priced out of the game. And there's another angle: sustainability. Data centers that power AI currently account for roughly 3% of global electricity use, and that number is rising fast. Governments and regulators are starting to take notice, especially in Europe and the US. Tech companies are under pressure to reduce their carbon footprints while maintaining performance. That's why we're now seeing massive investments in green AI. Everything from renewable power data centers to algorithmic compression techniques that slash compute demand. The future of AI innovation won't just be measured in speed or intelligence. It'll be measured in watts. But make no mistake, this isn't a retreat from AI. It's an evolution. The companies that figure out how to make AI faster, cheaper, and more energy efficient will define the next decade of technology. Efficiency is the new currency, and whoever masters it first will dominate the market. Microsoft, for instance, is betting on AI copilots that run partially on device to reduce latency and cost. Amazon is optimizing AWS workloads with custom silicon to cut power consumption by half. And chipmakers like AMD and Intel are developing hybrid processors that blend CPU, GPU, and AI accelerators for maximum efficiency per watt. Every corner of the industry is converging on one goal: smarter performance at lower cost. For investors, this trend is critical. The AI gold rush phase, where everyone threw money at the biggest models, is ending. The new winners will be companies that figure out sustainable AI economics. Those who solve efficiency, not scale, will be the ones who survive when the hype fades. And for businesses, this marks a turning point. Adopting AI is no longer about chasing headlines or plugging in an API. It's about integrating intelligence that fits your specific needs, budget, and energy capacity. It's about building right-sized AI, not overbuilt systems you can't afford to maintain. If you zoom out, this shift actually mirrors every past tech revolution. The first computers were massive and expensive. Only governments could afford them. Then came the PC era, which made computing personal and accessible. The same thing is now happening with AI. We're moving from colossal, centralized models to smaller, distributed intelligence. AI that lives everywhere, not just in the cloud. It's not about scaling up anymore. It's about scaling smart. So, what does all this mean for the next 5 years? Expect a wave of innovation focused on leaner algorithms, edge computing, and domain-specific AI. Expect tools that run privately on your phone or laptop instead of in distant data centers. Expect AI that's faster, cheaper, and more ethical. Because it doesn't rely on unlimited energy or endless data. And most importantly, expect a reshuffling of power in the tech world. The giants who built the biggest models may not automatically win this new race. The next leaders will be the ones who build the most efficient intelligence, the kind that fits seamlessly into everyday life and business without draining resources. The great AI arms race was about scale. The next one, the one already happening, is about efficiency. And this time, the winners won't just be the biggest players. They'll be the smartest.